morning everyone. My name is Kanan. I'm handling English for 8th standard. So last video you have seen the parts of speech. So now in this video you are going to see in detail about noun. So I welcome you everyone. So let's go into the video. So noun. What are nouns? Nouns are words that names a person, place, things or ideas. The word noun comes from the Latin nomen, that means name. Okay children, just everything that we see, touch, smell, taste, make and even think are nouns. For example, car, water, pencil, beans, work, capitalism, psychology, phone, light, etc. Okay children, so all the things, so whatever you see, touch, smell, taste, make and everything are nouns. Two types of nouns you have. So you have two types of noun. One is common, name any person, place or thing. So in common we place these words: student, pool, pencil. So all this comes under common nouns. Okay, next comes proper noun. So here, name a particular person or thing, it begins with a capital letter. So this is the real difference between the common and proper. Barack Obama, Burj Arab Hotel, Sir Francis Drake statue. So here all the words are started with the capital letter. So proper nouns will start with the capital letter. So you have to remember that carefully. Now comes the classification of nouns. There are specific types of nouns. First one, concrete nouns. Names something or someone you can touch, see, hear, smell. Example, water, book, chicken, music, etc. So this means you can feel it, touch it or hear it or smell it. Next comes the abstract noun. Names something you cannot perceive with your five senses. That is, you can't touch or smell or see or anything like that. For example, hope, kindness, socialism, idea, sadness, etc. So all this you cannot touch or see it or hear it, only you can feel it. Okay, so next, there are more kinds of nouns. The next comes the compound noun, or noun consisting of more than a single word. They are classified in three groups. First one, hyphenated words. Next one, separated words. Next, combined words. So hyphenated words: self-rule, 33, man at arms, sister-in-law. So you can see in between the words there is a hyphen. That is what they are called, hyphenated words. Okay, separated words: coffee table, social security, dining room. So these two words here, every word you can see there is a gap in between the two words. So that is called separated words. Okay. Next, combined words: school teacher, high school, bookshelf, landlord, headmaster. So you can see the difference between all these three classifications. Hyphenated words, in between you have hyphen. Separated words, there is a gap. Combined words, there is no gap or hyphen, so it is together. So this is the difference between the three type of classification. Okay. Then comes the collective noun. Names a group of people or thing. For example, family, herd, class, troop, club, etc. So in common we speak. That is called collective nouns. We say student, bunch of flowers. So like that we say collective. So they are called collective noun. Next comes noun in the sentence. In a sentence, the noun are used as a subject of the sentence. The boy plays in the garden. So now boy becomes the subject. Common and concrete noun. So common, I told you, starting with a small letter. Concrete means you can see, that is see or smell, or you can hear, all this. Okay. Nouns in the sentence. Also in the sentence, the nouns are used as a direct objects, which are the things that we are talking about. It answers the question what. Okay. Thomas loses his wallet. So wallet becomes the direct object. What does Thomas lose? His wallet. So wallet is a common and a concrete noun. Thomas is a proper noun and a concrete noun. Why it is called proper? Starts with the capital letter. Okay. And concrete, already I have explained everything. So it is to see, feel, or everything. To remember, a noun is also an open word. That means that it accepts the addition of a new kind of words. It can be inverted thanks to new technology or borrowed from other languages. For example, Google, sushi, siesta, tubbing, etc. So these are the new words which can be added, and still more they will add as time goes on. Okay. Already I've seen the types of noun. Now just I'll give a brief or recap of types of noun. Okay. Common noun first. Non-specific: people, place, things, or ideas. So man, city, religion, etc. anything but without capital. Proper noun: specific and people, place, thing but with a capital. Albert Einstein, London, etc. Abstract noun: something that you cannot perceive with your five senses. Belief, love, pride, happiness, etc. So this cannot be touched or heard or anything like that. Next is concrete noun. Concrete noun: something that you can perceive with your five senses. Apple, lion, ice, flower, etc. So this you can hear, touch, or feel. Next one is a countable noun. It's an additional one. Can be counted. For example, pencils, apple, apples, train, clock, etc. This can be counted. Next, which is uncountable noun, cannot be counted, like milk, music, food, water, snow, rice, etc. This all cannot be counted. Then compound noun, made up of two or more smaller words. Textbook, snowball, seafood, sunflower. So in that I told you three categories: hyphenated, separated, and same words. Okay. Now collective noun, refer to group of things as one whole bunch. Audience, flock, group, family. Then comes singular noun, refer to one person, place, thing, or idea. Cat, dog, ship, monkey, hero, etc. So this is the difference. Singular noun. Plural noun, refer to more than one or more person, place, things, or